Welcome to the Tush Twins, seen exclusively on MalcolmPresents.com, a streaming platform heard round the world and beyond. And we have these two aliens here now, Max on the bottom of the set, and
Hi.
Paula, the redhead,
Rusty.
Rusty, whatever you want to call her, she answers to. On the top,
I'll
of
answer
the
to
Called her Rustolian for some time,
Rustolian.
right? I just
Mm-hmm.
don't know where he
Yes.
got that. Where'd you get that? Anyway,
Anyway,
And
today
Abby
we're
called me cuckoo.
cuckoo.
well, we all call all the kids call her Auntie Cuckoo,
Well, that's
and
because she is
and
anti-cuckoo.
for a reason,
Because I am a
you know,
cuckoo.
because she is
The
anti
Anyway,
cuckoo
cuckoo.
bug.
guys, we're going to talk about now. What's Labor Day this weekend?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
and
is.
I
And
mean,
to
it
all the
went.
pregnant ladies, happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day
Uh,
to all you pregnant ladies who used to be cat ladies. Now
yeah,
you're having babies. They want everyone to have five, six,
yeah.
seven kids.
Labor Day was. I mean, I like Labor Day, but it was always sad, especially
Well,
when I
because
was
you had to go to
younger in
school
school.
after that.
It was the end of the summer.
So, yes, and I had to sell my comic books because I was not allowed to have comic books in my house
Yeah.
after Labor Day.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yes.
Can
Yep.
you can you
In Brighton Beach
imagine?
Baths, I would sell all my comics.
Can you imagine
I
if you saved that, it could be worth a fortune.
Probably.
the ones,
Especially,
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
I
we
read
used
a
to
lot of
read the
Batman,
Archies, I think, and Batman, I think. But
Batman, and Superman, the
The
Archies. Yeah,
Archies. I remember
yeah.
that more than
Superman
the
was my
others.
favorite.
You
No,
know,
I love Batman
Now,
I like the art.
Batman, he sort of
and
was a little too
Superman.
weak.
I
I
like
like
the
He didn't
art.
have
Batman.
I like the
superpowers.
Archies, but and then funny, I wound up living in Riverdale
Being
for
an
a while.
Archie. Yeah.
Veronica.
Archie.
Hi,
But
Archie.
anyway,
I should have been an
Veronica.
Archie. Could have been my son.
Cat.
And well, who's the
Oh
other one?
man,
Jughead.
Jughead and Richie Rich.
Richie Rich,
Not Richie Rich.
not.
No, it was no, it
I,
was
I don't.
There
Why don't
was a
I
Richie
remember
Rich
Rich,
this?
but I
Kid.
don't know if that was.
No, that was the little. I used to read Richie Rich comic books too, and Casper the Friendly
I
Ghost.
Yeah,
remember Richie Rich on the front cover, the blonde.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember that
I used to
I
like
forget what
that.
movie Richie Rich was in.
they did a movie, Richie Rich.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Macaulay
It
Culkins.
wasn't was Macaulay Call. I don't know. Did he do that movie?
I
I
don't
think that
know.
was a movie.
I don't know. One of the kitty actors did it. But yeah.
Anyway, I remember it was so sad. It was especially for us folks in Coney Island because
Well,
that was like the last big weekend.
right, right.
Oh yeah,
And
And,
and something happened in Coney these past couple of days. The cyclone is shut down.
oh yeah,
The
yeah.
cyclone, something happened.
yeah.
People
There
had to be
they have.
they had to be taken out of the cars and walked down the tracks. Could you
Yeah,
imagine walking down the tracks? It
No,
was
they
bad
had that,
enough when it went up and then it went down like this.
but they had the stairs on the tops because the people had to
Yeah.
come up and down.
yeah.
So they had the
Yeah, yeah.
stairs on the
No, they had
side.
stairs, but they had to walk even
I
for
think I've
that.
only ridden the cyclone twice or three times.
We used
No,
to ride them and
we
rewrite
all
for
the
a dime.
time. Oh man, we rode
That's
it
the
a lot.
that's a sort of like the ending of a childhood, but it's supposed to start up
We
again.
Well, they have to,
They might
really, they have to get their act together and make sure it's safe.
well they
Yeah.
have to get repairing parts, and they understand they have to manufacture the parts.
Right,
Yes,
because it's almost 100 years old, that
right, and
ride.
because it's not the things that they use is not being used now. It's a
From, well, it's like when you have a car that's, 50 years old,
yeah.
you have to get the parts. Where do you get them?
But now that's gone. Steeplechase is gone from my childhood.
Well,
Uh,
Luna Park
Hmm.
is there. We
well,
talked about
Luna
that.
Park is not the same Luna Park.
It's
You
not
have
the
to,
same.
the
Because
Wonder Wheel is still there, and
Yes.
the
that's
Wonder
still working well so far.
well, the Wonder Wheel, and I think the bobsled.
Yeah. No, I
But
don't think
but it,
the Bob's. No, they
I
have a
think
new roller coaster now.
but do you know
So
that Nathan's is now owned by a Chinese group?
is
Really?
it
Yeah,
the one in Coney Island?
yeah, I believe so.
So, oh, that's cool. They make the
They
chicken
can
chow
have
mein
chow mein in a
sandwiches.
bun.
Well, that's why they bought it because there's no place in the world that
Give me a chow
You have
mein on a
a
bun.
chow mein sandwich.
Hey,
Actually,
it comes from
it started somewhere else in
Really?
real.
Brooklyn. It was
Yeah.
on a menu of a Chinese restaurant, and
Oh, yeah. So you showed it to
I
me.
showed it to you. The guy must have seen that. How else would you come to that out of nowhere?
Mm,
Chow
sounds
mein
good
on a
to
bun.
me.
Like
Chow
who
mein on a
does
bun.
that? Chow mein
And
on a
there's all
bun.
the
And
crispy
I gotta
noodles
come
in it.
by for more chow mein on a bun. We actually
I'll
had
do
it
it
at
again
your
at
house.
my house. Yes, I did.
We'll get
I
there.
went and got chicken
We'll
chow
get there
mein.
before the year's over.
What was your favorite ride in Coney?
Cyclone,
Cyclone?
Cyclone
And yours?
and the tornado
merry-go-round,
and the tornado.
tornado, merry-go-round, and the Wonder
Merry-go-round,
Wheel.
definitely.
You know,
Wonder Wheel, I love taking people who have never been on it before. That
remember we
makes me
did that?
Oh,
happy.
We
with the
did it.
sliding cars.
Clayton.
Yes.
Did
No, we
Clayton and
also took.
Barbara.
Wait, we took your friend. Right? Is it Barbara?
Barbara.
She
Hmm.
went. I think Alan was also there. Was he
Oh,
there?
Alan was with us one time.
But
Oh
Barbara,
my God.
they at night when it goes out, you don't see anything. It's just the ground outside barely. So you think the thing is going off, even though you tell them it's a moving car. They don't know. They
It
were
was
screaming.
hysterical.
We
We
laughed so
were,
hard. Oh my God.
I almost peed my pants that
It was
day.
really one of the funniest things I remember was the freaking out. They thought that we're gonna go off and go drop down. And I'm like,
I took Dennis the first time on this when we first got married by Ivy's. He went on it, and this is me laughing. I didn't tell him. He's sitting there like this.
he never went on the moving cars before.
Nope.
How about you, Mel?
Again, I think I maybe,
You lived in Coney Island. You went on the cyclone 3 times?
yeah, maybe once or twice. Basically,
Once or twice.
those
Wow.
rides were expensive
No, they
in
weren't that
comparison to
bad.
the other rides. Because I used to like the
Was it? Come on,
scooters.
Mel. It wasn't really that
I
much
you
more.
I had to work to get clothes for me. I
Well, I'll
had
get
no
my
money.
violin out. I'm
Yeah,
sorry to
no, I mean,
hear.
I'm
I'm
not.
sorry to hear that. That's too bad. I
I,
mean,
oh, one of my favorite things was miniature golf.
oh,
Oh, we
They
didn't
had
have
one.
miniature. I don't
That
remember
wasn't a
miniature
ride.
golf. Oh,
where? Where? Where
Miniature
was the
golf
mini? Where was miniature golf?
on I think it was like 15th Street between the boardwalk and Surf Avenue.
never.
Years.
I don't remember that at all. How
No.
long was that there?
It was there forever.
Really?
Yeah,
We
and then
never
there was
played
the Bataway
Yeah, the
on Surf
Bataway I
Avenue was
that
know.
that.
way. I
I
remember
Yeah.
remember in the alleys there, whatever, there was the
the
Bataway,
alleys. We used
but
to.
I
My
don't
uncle
remember.
used to take me to hit those clown dolls with the furry hair coming out of them. I
Well,
got big
the
ones.
Bataways, yeah, but the mini golf?
The miniature, yeah,
I don't
Wow,
remember mini
I
golf.
don't remember mini
yeah. There was a
golf.
miniature golf, and
We used to play miniature golf in the Brighton
Ooh.
Beach Bads they had.
Right, and also probably in was it Long Island? I don't know where
It
we played
was
it.
by Jones Beach. We
Drive
used to
Jones
play that
Beach,
when my
right?
mom went dancing. My dad and my mom went dancing.
Yeah, we
and
right.
then
So
I
it was
used to
there,
like
right?
the scooter
Mhm.
rides, but right
Mhm.
next to Nathan's
El
Oh, the
Dorado.
bumper cars.
bumper cars.
Bumper car, El
Yeah.
Dorado.
Yeah, I like those
That's
too,
the
but
name of it.
I actually didn't like when I was hit too hard. I didn't overly love that.
Oh, I
You
love
know,
hitting people.
of course you did.
And the
You probably
merry-go-round.
still do, you idiot.
There was one summer, or actually, it was a summer they worked on the merry-go-round. The one on I think it was 12th Street and Surf Avenue.
We love that.
That was our favorite thing. We used
That
to
was a,
get the
we used to go
gold,
there
the gold
all the
ring.
time.
I still have some of the rings somewhere. I don't know where I
Yeah,
put
me
them, but
too.
Well,
I
funny.
have the
I used
rings.
at the beginning,
I mean, we throw some back and then we keep some.
I
One,
could board the merry-go-round, as it was going around in circles and get
Oh,
off of it fine. And then one time towards the end of the summer, when I got off, I tripped and I fell.
oh,
After that, I never got off again.
oh, goodness. And you wouldn't go on the cyclone more than 2 times.
The
That's
Cyclone, I forget how much what it was. If the other rides were like two,
it
three
was
dollars, this was
25
$10.
cents and 10 cents for a
No, yeah.
re-ride.
And the same thing with
that
the parachute
really?
jump. The
I
Yeah,
parachute
remember
jump, I think it
I
was
don't
more
remember it
Fritos.
that cheap.
it was that in the
I remember like
beginning.
50 cents and a quarter for a reride.
I
I don't
just, I thought
No,
it
remember.
was 10
it was
cents for
more.
originally, it's 10 cents for a
That it was
reride.
more when we were going. It was probably back a little farther back in the day, but I don't know.
Well,
But
maybe that was my excuse because I was afraid to go on it.
oh well,
Oh,
that's
it's,
one
yeah,
thing.
Now, that
I
could have
mean,
been a rationalization of mine.
I always wanted to go on the first car. You know, you
No, I
always would
used
have
to
always
to
like,
you
did.
have to wait to go on the first
yeah,
car.
yeah. I
Like
used to
We
like
always went. There used to be three of us sitting in one car.
yeah.
I
I used to
never
like the
me,
excitement
you,
of
and
going.
Mel sat in the first car. I know, I mean, three of us, because we were like little
I
sticks at
used
that
to,
point.
used to like the honky tonk atmosphere of Coney Island when I was a kid, where they had
Yeah.
the
It's kind of
well,
seedy
at then it was
sometimes.
called the freak show,
Yeah, they have it.
Yes.
They
and
have
then
it now.
they had the different shows. They had Sandra, the dancing girl.
They call it the sideshow right now. They
Yeah.
don't use the freak show, do they?
No, they don't use freak shows anymore.
Do they use the
No, they're
word
not
freak show?
allowed.
No.
No,
No? It's too it's not PC, huh?
not
Well,
And
PC.
then you ever see the old movie? I think it was called
The
Freak.
Freak Show. Yes, I've seen
Yeah.
that movie.
And they had all
Yes,
these
I
people that
have.
had performed in Coney
so
Island over there.
Tyrone Powers was in that movie.
Yeah.
so we used to go like before the end of the summer to Jones Beach or Coney,
Yes.
Manhattan, Brighton, and then we used to do like day trips,
To
um,
the lakes.
to the lakes, and then a weekend trip to the Catskills.
Yeah. Now
Uh,
But
my big thing was like with my parents, like a week at the Catskills, but
but we
like
never went camping.
not at the top hotels, sort of like the second level hotels, never the Concord or never the Raleigh.
I stayed
we
at
used
the
to go to
Concord.
Raleigh,
We
the
stayed at the
Concord. You used to
Raleigh,
go
the
to
Neverly. I used to go to the
the
Neverly because
Neverly.
the guys.
That was a big thing for honeymooners in Everly. I don't know why.
Well, also
Yes.
the Tokens played there a lot.
In Everly?
So yeah,
Well, that used to be
they,
the big joke from the Jewish
they,
comedians. They say, how liberal the Catskill was. As you drive up, they said, have your affair at the Catskills, bar mitzvahs or weddings at the
right.
Right.
Neverly or Concord. And then the next thing,
The Raleigh.
have your affair under rabbinical supervision.
Oi,
Oy
Oy,
vey.
that's
oy
bad.
vey.
See how
We
liberal
So
we
used to go
were?
to the Laurels.
Of
My
yes,
the,
parents had their honeymoon there, so they used to go there at
we
least
went there.
once a year. We
the,
went
the, the,
there. We
Laur-
were
the
on
Definitely went
Laurels
the
was a
there.
single hotel. It's
during the
for
winter.
big singles.
We would go there in the winter. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
Where
we
we
used to,
snowmobiles.
Yeah, I remember that.
again,
I still
I would
have my
count.
screwed up knee from that. Thanks. No.
Like
Uh,
when I was in my late teens, we used to go with a group of people, try to sneak in to see the shows.
yeah,
Uh,
well,
And me,
they would let us in for the shows, but then if they had a comedian that was doing like dirty jokes, we had to leave.
uh,
They make the kids go out and go to the kids section.
our big thing is,
I used to sneak in. I would stay there all. We used to go listen to them.
yeah, we used to
Well,
sneak in like 4 or 5 guys, and if we met women, or girls that had, they were up there for the weekend, and we're friendly, we get to stay in their rooms. Not, we didn't hanky panky, but we got, but they
it
let
was
us sleep in. So
it
we,
was
My
just
baby does the hanky
I think that
panky.
recently was a big anniversary for Dirty Dancing. I don't know, it was 25 or 30 anniversary or something, and they had
Yeah,
in the local movie house here, they had a whole thing
that was a good movie.
that was I
that
love
was an
I
that
liked
excellent
it.
movie.
movie.
I could
That
relate to it.
I love that
Yeah,
movie.
we all can.
I mean, it was one of really I loved it. So I'm back to, camping. Like I never went camping really.
I
Yeah.
did.
You would go with your who went?
Ex-husband. I
Oh,
went camping with my ex-husband because that's what we could afford. We had the box tent. We went to Lake of Two Rivers and up in the Canadian in Ontario.
but
It's
now
oh God,
with Dennis,
no.
you can go glamping,
The only
which is
place I go
which
glamping
is
is the Ritz-Carlton.
it's I have a hat from the Maui Ritz-Carlton with flamingos on it.
Okay, again,
But
explain to our audience what
so
glamping is.
glamping is luxury camping.
Mhm.
It's become so popular that it's actually part of the travel industry now. You can go to glamping.com. I don't know what the
Okay,
website is.
what is the difference of glamping versus
So
camping?
glamping is it's what nature meets modern luxury. It's a way to experience untamed and completely unique parts of the world without having to sacrifice creature comforts. So they
You
put
can call up the waiter
everything. You
and
can
help.
reside in a forest canopy in a luxury treehouse. Now that
Hmm.
would be fun. I would do something like that. I'm a
Actually,
little
the
nuts.
first time I went camping in my life,
Yeah.
I was in my mid 50s, married and had like two kids. And
Right.
my idea with camping is we would drive to this thing that was along the ocean,
Oh,
campsite along the ocean, a little south, a little north of Santa Barbara, and you could park right there and put up a tent right next to your
That's not,
car, so you
that's
didn't have
pretty.
to do any walking at
And it
all.
was on the ocean?
It was on the yeah, it
Pretty
wasn't on
cool.
the ocean. You had to go over like the sand dunes, but
Well,
you were right on the
it's like the
ocean.
trailer park in Malibu.
Yeah, so you could go.
Oh,
Yes, so
oh.
you
I think that must have been the first glamping experience because
and to me that was camping.
it was they
that's
defined it as
camping
a
we do.
Yeah, originally we had a sleeping bag that slept on the floor, but eventually what I did is we got an air mattress,
oh, okay. That's not
and
that's what you
either
did?
that or
Yeah.
I got
I got an air
a little
mattress and
cot.
a sleeping bag, and I slept. And I had to go. They had a shower in this place and toilets,
Right.
but it's like you have to walk down this path to get to them.
And get to the toilet. Yeah,
Everyone's in,
that's the thing that I kept looking
and
for, a clean toilet.
Uh,
especially at nighttime, there were animals and there were moose in northern Canada.
you saw a moose?
I saw moose a lot
Well, you
in
know what
northern
happens
Canada.
when you see a moose?
You kick him in the
The
hole.
kid takes a pee, kick him in.
You
When
kick
the
him in the
moose takes a
hole.
pee, kick him in the
You
hole.
kick him in the hole.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Okay.
Okay. That was a joke her brother used to tell us. But anyway, the glamping is a fusion of glamour and camping. It's a way to authentically experience the most awe-inspiring locales around the world in a glamorous atmosphere with luxury and experiential
You,
travel. Now, you can have the treehouse, you can have domes and eco domes, and you can have a glamping yurt,
Yes.
yeah, the
a
yurts.
yurt, a yurt.
No,
They have
thank you.
futuristic domes and they have amenities in the domes as wood-fired hot tubs and ensuite bathrooms.
That's really toughing it.
Uh, they have huts and cabins. Cabineering is a new travel trend offered by luxury properties.
You know what I would like to do if I was younger, but if I discovered it too old, backpacking. That's what my sons do with their
I was supposed
girlfriends.
to go
Right.
backpacking when I went to Israel. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, Lenny got me that orange backpack as a trip, as a bon voyage to me. That your dad got that.
That
You
was, I
weren't there.
know. I'm saying,
Got the
yeah.
art. This it was bigger than me, by the way, but
Well, you wanted that when you
I
picked it
did
out.
I did use it a bit, uh, but it was sometimes it was if I made it too heavy, I'd be walking like this.
You wanted that when we
It
went
was
to this
heavier than
Modell's.
it was
Oh,
heavier. Yes,
Models, yeah.
Model. We went to Models. Yeah, definitely. I
That
remember
that was
that very.
downtown on Chamber Street or something.
I don't know. We were downtown
It
or
was in
something, and
downtown.
New York, downtown in
It's
the
New
city.
York.
Right,
Well,
Yeah,
right.
no,
near,
well, it was
Lower
near
Models
Church Street.
Manhattan. Yeah,
by
yeah.
City Hall in Manhattan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right of the original Modell's.
It's gone now, but yeah, it was
They're all
there.
gone, basically. I think
And
they're all
then
gone.
Modell's J&R Records opened up next to Modell's, and
Right.
now they're all gone. They're
All
gone. All
gone.
the records and Modell's are goodbye, good luck, get out.
Now there's
So
Dick's. So you say you're a dick. I'm
uh,
going to Dick's.
I've been to Dick's. Dick's prices
So
are higher than I would like
Well,
actually
Big
sometimes.
Five is a big one over here. There's Dick's
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
but Big
Big
Five
Five
we have
is
is
Dick.
yeah, we have
where
Dick's.
you there's always each week there's
I
there's
have Dick's too.
you love Dick. I know.
Dick's, not Dick,
Oh,
Dick's.
excuse me.
It has to be two or
Oh,
three.
it belongs to
A
Dick.
ménage à trois. A ménage à quatre. Oh, yeah,
I'm
baby.
going to
But anyway,
Dick's.
getting back to the summertime. When I wanted to go to camp as a kid, my mother say, I think you said the same thing, Max. What are you
Yeah,
going to camp for? You have the beach here, you have the ocean.
right. Why
Yeah,
would you do that? I mean, the
yeah.
big kids
Because you
took the
would get
little
into the
kids. That
woods
was
and
camp. Who the
you'd be
what?
able,
We
What
oh,
went
was the
for
camp?
counselors too.
Yeah, we
CITs
the
and count.
shorefront Y, CITs.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, by the way,
we
the sad things I heard about I was seeing not documentary, but on Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley.
Hmm.
They
Yeah.
went to Walden Pond,
Oh, right, right. You were telling me. I didn't see
Oh
that
and
yeah.
segment.
and
They want
Walden
to
Pond,
develop it. They
and,
want to
and it was
develop it.
and they read the prefix with Henry David Thoreau, and who wanted to go there to get back to nature to see all the animals and things that he'd missed growing up, and it sounded
Hmm.
so beautiful. But now they said
Yeah.
that they have an airport nearby,
Yeah, that'll really help the
which is sort of
animals and
like
the nature.
noise pollution.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
well,
is.
I have it right here and going over my house. We have Westchester Airport.
And then
Same thing.
there's I think a forest area that they're going to knock down all the trees to build
That should
expensive homes.
how that's what they're trying to do in Button Hook
Yeah,
Forest. Same thing. Six McMansions in a beautiful 20.3
right.
acre forest. But I think the bats will save us.
The bats.
Batman, Batman,
Oh,
the
Batman.
I think the bats will possibly save us. So
But anyway,
they'll be, go ahead.
getting back to Coney Island.
Well, we're back to Coney
Yeah.
Island.
Well, I used
Yeah.
to like the honky tonkiness of it, not necessarily the rise of everything, just the whole atmosphere of
Yeah, I did too.
the
Well, because it was
the
really like
the games, the games where you have to throw the ball into the milk can,
Ski ball,
it's kind of,
or
ski
skee
ball.
ball.
but it had the it was kind of, when you went through the different alleyways, it was a little sketchy in a way.
Yeah,
Really?
Um,
Well, I didn't see the
but we did
sketchy.
it.
what? We did it
We
anyway. I
did
mean,
it anyway.
you
Now I'm
know,
going to Coney Island.
Yeah.
well, that was,
Bye.
it wasn't when, in all, fairness to our parents,
It
wasn't
wasn't that
exactly
bad.
no, but it wasn't that good. There were drug dealers, right? People buy a hot dog and you can get drugs on the corner of Nathan's.
I don't
I
remember
know.
that.
What?
I guess I was oblivious to that. I don't remember that.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
I
no,
remember
there was
the only
there.
thing that was dangerous.
We had to once look for someone in the middle of the night. I won't
The
say
things that were
who,
dangerous that a
and
lot of
it'll be nameless.
oh,
I won't say who it is, but we
Mm.
know who it
oh.
is.
But there were a lot of people coming in from out of town. Buses coming in from
Oh,
out of town, and a lot of people would get
shh.
drunk. You're
Who would
talking
get your,
over me, guys.
who would get drunk?
A lot of people would come in from out of town,
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
and they would like a 5 6 hour bus trip, and they would all be all liquored up,
Yeah, well.
Oh, look at that.
all liquored
Well,
up
you have
because
to be liquored up to go on the cyclone.
no, it
Not
wasn't. But
me.
when
Stone, but not liquor.
when I
Huh?
used to work there, I worked there for about 4 years,
Never
5 years.
stoned.
When they knew buses were coming in, the police would warn the people that worked there to say, be careful. We're going to get, especially when they came in like at 12, 1 o'clock, the buses were late
Oh God. So, but at 12, 1 o'clock,
in the
what
morning.
time?
In the morning.
As in 12 a.m.,
Yeah,
Yeah.
not p.m.?
midnight.
So where would they go?
The things were open. They didn't go for the rides. They went for the, win, knock down $3 in a row and win a prize.
That was open at 12, 1 in the
Yeah.
morning?
Yeah, it used to be open. Nathan's was open
Yeah. Nathan's
24
was open
hours a
Well,
24 hours a
day.
Nathan's
day.
was open, but I don't, well, because I never went there at that hour of the
The
night.
only time Nathan's was closed, you know when?
When?
Yom
Christmas,
Kippur.
Thanksgiving,
No, Yom Kippur,
Yom
they
Kippur.
were closed. They weren't open.
Wow.
Really?
Yom Kippur.
Yeah.
Why? There's plenty of people who could still go.
Right. But the owners of them, the hen
Well,
workers, were
Nathan's,
closed.
Hamburger.
well, that was back
Ira.
when, not anymore, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm
Well,
talking
the
about
Chinese are not
Man,
gonna
the
close.
50s and 60s. Yeah, that's
If
a
the
long
Chinese
time
owner,
ago.
I want definitely chow mein on a bun.
To break you
Chow
fast.
mein isn't even Chinese, so
There's
I
no,
know that's American.
it's
but
Americanized. And
it's chop suey.
American. It was not
I
in
don't think,
China.
yeah, the real
Nothing
deal
Cantonese that we ate
it
on
was
one
really,
column A, B, or
I,
C
I,
was really a Chinese. They made it for Americans'
yeah,
taste.
I think I told you the story. My mother used to like chow mein. Chicken chow mein was the only thing she ever ate. When my
My
brother
mother
graduated law
loved chow
school,
mein.
My brother graduated NYU Law School.
Charmaine.
He took us all out to Chinese food in Chinatown.
Hmm.
Ah,
And my mother didn't know what to
Wohaps,
order.
where'd you go?
I forget the name of it, but it's famous.
Wohop.
I see it now. You walk downstairs, it's one of these
Wohops. It was
Wohop,
called Wohops.
Wohop.
Yes.
Okay.
Wohops, or it could be Waukese. Remember, we used to go to
But anyway,
Waukese in my
One of the
neighborhood.
two. Yeah.
she ordered chow mein,
Oh God.
and the waiter said, "No, we don't serve that." So my mother turned around to look at my brother. She said, "You sure this is a Chinese restaurant?"
Right, right.
Oh my
Well,
God.
yeah, well, I haven't been to Wohops in a while. I went
We haven't been there for years since my
I
birthday.
went,
We
yeah,
went
that was
to
probably the
with
last
Well,
time.
I
Randy,
know I haven't
Melanie.
been there in at least 50 years, or because I've been living out in Los Angeles now 47 years.
So maybe that was
Wow.
like 8 years ago or something like that we were
Before
there.
COVID, way before COVID.
We're due for Chinese food, man.
Real Chinese food.
Hey, we can do this. All
Yes, we
But
right.
I used to
can.
go to over here in
Yes,
Los
we can.
Angeles. I used to go to Chinatown,
Yeah.
and
I
they
love
had authentic
Chinatown.
Chinese. But then it got mixed up with Cambodian food, Thai food. I used to love
They
Thai food.
have in Chinatown, there's a great Vietnamese restaurant. We used to go at least once every 2 weeks, Dennis and I.
Really?
Phenomenal. I prefer Vietnamese over
Which one was
Chinese.
that? Where is that now?
It's on the main drag,
Okay.
and it was right next to HSF, Chinese
Like on
place.
Broadway? I mean,
Broadway, yes. Oh my
wow.
God, the food is it's very refreshing,
Now
all
you are
fresh
making me
herbs.
To
want to
die
eat
for.
some good soup dumplings. Uh,
Mm.
if there's so my friend up here in Quaville, told me a place to go, and I didn't believe where it was. It's on 51st near Broadway, and she said it's the best soup dumplings ever. And she went there with her mom, and they're from Taiwan. So that gives it
51st and Broadway, so we know where
so
that
51st and
is.
something. Yeah, or around there. I wrote the name down, so maybe we can go
Find
there.
out. Let's
Oh
do that.
yeah. Yeah. Cool. It's not far from the trains and stuff. Cool.
No, that's
Let's
fine. I
do
don't
it. Let's
really
do
care.
it. I don't know if you need a rest. I don't know. It's lunchtime. Who
We'll
cares?
find out the name of the place and
I
I'll
have
make
the name.
reservations.
I wrote it down somewhere. It's in
Yeah.
my
But anyway, getting back to
it's
the
in my little
summer.
note taker.
And also, as I got older, what the summer was I used to rent out a house, or part of a house in Fire Island,
Right.
and
That's
generally
pretty.
Labor Day was like the last weekend.
Yeah, it
If you had
was.
a good rental, they
Yeah,
also
you'll go.
extended to the next day, to the next
Right.
weekend. But that was sort of like farewell, and
Yeah, yeah.
that was sad. I couldn't
Did you
spend the
sing? Did you
weekend.
sing Kumbaya by the fire?
Yeah.
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya, my
No, but actually,
Lord.
we were too stoned on marijuana. That was
You're
big
too
thing out in
stoned
Fire
on
Island.
marijuana. Oh my God, Malcolm, you bad boy.
Marijuana. That was Fire Island. That was a big thing.
Mary, and she's smiling like,
Mary
"Yay,
Jane.
Malcolm! You man after my own heart."
I don't
Oh,
smoke. I can smoke. It's my
Right.
voice. I can
well,
never smoke.
well, there's this.
But
But well, now, yeah, they didn't have gummies at the time.
well,
Well, all I know
I
is this.
made cookies
Now
at
I'm
the
thinking
time.
of that song. Ussy, 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 marijuana.
Mhm. But I
Ussy.
remember after a while when I could roll my own joint, I felt like John Wayne. And I never did it
Yeah,
on top
yeah.
of a horse, but John Wayne would, with one hand
I
take a
could
He's
pack
teach
ro-
out.
everyone. I could teach everyone
yeah.
next
We should have
time.
we should do it on the next show.
I could show
Teach him
everyone
how to
how to
roll a
roll.
How
joint.
to roll a doobie. That would be hysterical.
I have a
Can you?
doobie roller,
We
specialty
got
roller, makes
okay.
the
We
perfect,
got
Oh, yeah,
let's do this.
perfect.
Let's do this next show. Absolutely. We got to do
rolling
it.
joints.
I
Well,
think that would
I had,
probably that would be our number one show.
And
And
one day I could do a
if
show
we
teaching everyone how to make their own gummies.
oh my God.
okay. Well, I wouldn't want
Well,
to
we're
take.
gonna have we wouldn't want to get in trouble, but who knows?
Yeah.
What
I
would they
remember.
what would YouTube stop us from doing that is my
I have
question.
no idea. I
I
don't think
don't
so.
know. I don't think
It's
so.
legal
It's
here.
legal.
I,
It's
I know, but
legal
if
here.
but I don't know if someone could sue us that did it and it went wrong, and they could say,
Yep.
"Oh, I learned it over at
Well,
Tush
the best
Twins. They
thing to
told me how
do
to
is if
do
we
it."
check it now, we can see if there's
Okay.
any video instructions for rolling a
So
joint.
anyone that's listening in the higher
Yeah.
mucky mucks on YouTube could let us know. We're fresh kids here. We're
Mhm. Well,
We're all babes. Yes, that's
talking about
us. Oh
a
God.
necessity is a mother of invention. I had
Right.
a
Mhm,
roommate in Fire Island. No, no, actually, it was a friend that lived next door. That he would go, he would roll his own joints, but the paper was
mhm.
very narrow. So what he would
Yes.
do, he would take two sheets
Two piece. Yes, I've
and,
done that.
and put it together. And he got married to this lady whose father was an entrepreneur and rich. And he
Doctor.
and he came up with this concept is why don't we make paper that was wider, as wide as two papers? And he called it Easy Wider.
And he
Oh,
probably
that's
rich.
and
He's
he
probably
became
like a
rich.
millionaire
And it
now.
made a bloody fortune. I don't know if that's still on the market because I don't
Hello,
do it anymore.
Can't
Get
take a
off the
call.
phone.
Get off the phone.
doctor.
Oh, go
Okay.
then get off. Then we're gonna have to get off then.
But
What?
anyway,
Or
tell the
you?
doctor it's the end of the show. You'll be a minute.
Uh, no, no. Go to your doctor.
Anyway,
All right, we're peacing out.
we're peacing out.
Peace out,
Go,
man.
Paul. You can get
Let us
off.
know, kid.
Just get
All
yourself
right,
off.
guys.
Speak to you after
Now,
Labor Day. Don't do
next
anything.
week we'll have
So
Don't
a
do anything you would
special,
be serious about.
a
Yeah.
rolling,
Bye.
a rolling. Yeah, just get off.
Oh,
No,
you're watching and
get,
listening to Malcolm Presents
yeah,
dot
just
com, and the show is Tush Twins, and
here
one
we
of our
are. We
tushies had to go
our tush had to go.
to the doctor.
So
Anyway, Max,
yeah.
have a great weekend.
All right, I'll
Peace.
see you tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Right?
many shades of green.
Yeah, many shades. Okay.
Uh, be
Have a
safe.
good one. All right, you
Bye.
too. Bye.